Today, we're fitting heavy duty steering bars to the Disco. Let's go.
So replacing the steering bars on Disco 1, one bolt, or one nut rather, to undo here on this ball joint. Got one at the bottom of here on the passenger side. Also got to get the steering damper relocation kit off as well. And then behind the axle we got one more on the passenger side. Follow the track bar along, and we got one on the driver's side. It really wasn't that bad. Had to undo the 14mm nuts on the end of the steering damper here. That was on the passenger side. You see the old one there, new one here. The new kit did come with the bracket for the damper, however it's intended for the track bar at the back, so I'm going to have to use this one off the old one. It is a bit too big for the standard bars, however, but because it's going on the beefy ones, I think we'll be alright. It looks like this one will have enough clearance for this, as opposed to the new one, which is too small to go on the new bars. It's got two beveled sections in order to fit on the track bar. We'll get these swapped over now. Just need to undo the 4 13mm nuts holding the U-bolts on, and then the 14mm lock nuts here for the damper, and then we'll get it swapped over. Just taking the steering damper mount off now. I've got to do a perfect time to show what I mean by too small on the new one. It's lovely zinc coated, it doesn't actually fit over this here. So yeah, I can bend it, make this fit. Bolt spacing on the bracket is still too narrow, whereas on this old one I've got some slightly beefier nuts and bolts on it as well. That's actually made to go on there, so that's going to be sweet. We've just got the mount here in the vise. We get these two 14s off and then give it a quick wipe, pop it on here loose, and then measure out. Try and put another left turn on that. Not a scientist. Right, so we've had the drop bar here, built up on the bench, got the bracket on there. When you offer it up into the car, I might get the passenger side on first because it hooks over the top, and then get a nut in this one on the steering bar. That dropped into place nice. It couldn't have been too far off with the measurements, so just tighten up the one at the pit arm now, and we'll make sure to grease up all the joints through the grease knuckles before we go and take it out for a little test drive. But now we're going to get this down and then figure out where we want to mount up the steering damper. Yeah, we're going to button up this one here on the other end of the steering damper, which mounts up to the chassis. It makes it way easier if you got it on full lock, loads of space to move. So we move on to the rear track bar now, straighten it up and pop that out.
This is supposed to be the part of the video where I'm supposed to be showing you the rear track bar, but somebody forgot to record it. It's exactly the same process as doing the front steering bar. Good morning. It's now several weeks into the future. You'll have just seen that I've done the heavy duty steering bar install. Now, I do need to do the tracking on it. You can feel it towing out on the road, and if you get it just the right angle, you can actually see it. So it's not exactly in. With it being a Land Rover, I'm not exactly up for paying somebody 50 quid just to do the tow. You can do it yourself. I'm going to give it a crack. We'll do some measuring and we'll see how we get on, let you know how it goes. First step is to jack up your car. Oh, all the real ones know what that is. My car mods for life, man. Right. Oh God. That was tight. Yeah. Come back to these ones. A minute. These, I think these are ready to go up in there. We'll just zap these off. Now, fitting some big 33s is all fun and games until you come to get out the ground. because every time I jack it up, I have to max out the axle stands. I need to get some taller ones. I need to service this jack. Yep. Right. Once them two off the ground, let's go around the back. Oh no. That's actually quite bad. I knew this wasn't a show pony, but I didn't think it was like this, to be honest. She was looking good last time I checked. But that, I don't care how much you pay an MOT guy. I'm gonna have to do some welding. Awesome. Good job it's got MOT till April. Sorted. Everybody asks, this identifies as an impact extension. Right, get this off. Good job they're not tight. Low battery. Nice. I'm sure you guys don't want to see me do this on all four, on 3 corners. So I think probably hit time lapse. Right, as if by magic, I managed to clamp the steering wheel dead straight. So the steering lock is preventing it from going anti-clockwise, and then this resting against the door clamp stopping it from turning clockwise. It's actually held quite well, to be fair. So now we've got this, and do a bit of measuring on the passenger side, see just how far out of straight it is, and it might be able to. I don't know if you can see it, but it's definitely. I'd say it's towing in actually. Oh, right. It's been much time now, but turns out I don't have any string in the house, so got myself my laser pointer. I've leveled off the hub this way, and it's only about 1 degree off in camber, so next to nothing really. Laser pointer's leveled off as well, and we've got it pointing down here to the front hub there. Right, so we've got the front hub that's leveled across this plane, and it is actually level in cast or camber as well, that way. So we're going to take some measurements off here, compare it. I would suspect this would be towing in based on the fact that it's been lifted and the steering bar would be too short pulling it in that way. So we're going to see what happens now. Get some measurement. So my previous prediction about towing in is wrong. It's actually towing out on the passenger side. So you can see here the right hand mark is the rear side of the front hub, and then the one on the left is the front side of the front hub. So looking at it from where the laser's looking at it, the hub would essentially be doing this out to the outside there. So do a little, well, you can actually cross this out. It doesn't matter how much the difference is now, because I'm just going to give it a couple turns on the steering bar and see where we get to. Just here, I'm undoing the jam nuts for the steering bar and also removing the nuts from the steering damper. Made a small adjustment. Let's see, so we got that about bang on in the last dot. That one. Still reckons it's towing out. Well, I tell you what, don't have to speed up the process when you turn the bar the right way. Right, so we've actually got it like on the back side here, just between the dots. On the front side here, like just between the dots again. I'm thinking a half turn on there. I think she should be. It's right in the middle. It's right in the middle, man. Yeah, well happy with that. I'm going to call that square, or at least square enough for a Land Rover. Just locking the steering bar into place here. Do it with your jam nuts while you're holding the steering bar. And then also centre up the steering damper. So you need to measure it at full extension, make a mark, measure it at full compression, make a mark, and then measure out the centre point, make a third mark so you can line it up. So we've got the alignment set now, so the steering wheel centred to the passenger wheel. We just need to measure the passenger wheel now to the driver's side wheel and actually check the toe on it. So all we've done now, so far we've pulled one in, we still need to sort the other one relative to the first one, and then we'll be alright. To the back one here, so I need to crack off these two, and I need to be able to measure from each mating surface across, and just make sure that they're actually running parallel, they're not towed in or towed out. Right, we got steering wheel still straight, passenger wheel aligned. This was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Literally G-clamp, spirit level, obviously nice straight edge on both sides there. Now we've got it leveled off. Just need to repeat the same round on this side, but I also need to make sure this one's going to sit level as well. Hopefully it'll be all good. I get that on, we'll get measuring. Now I've got the tape measure set up, I've got it hooked over on that side there. The measurement down here, I'm going to go outside to outside on everything. So that's measuring 1,720, no, 1,716 millimeters. Right, measure the back. Hopefully I can get it on easy enough. Latch on. Look at that there. 1,710 millimeters. What's the last one? 16, so 6 millimeters. Just over that short distance. It's just gone doop, that way, or at least the other side's gone whomp, like that. So we're going to get these two cracked off on the back here. Steering wheel's still locked in place, remember, so this side shouldn't move. And then all we're going to do, we're going to make this back bar longer, because the wheels are currently doing, where we are, wheels are currently doing that. If we make the back bar shorter, we'll bring them in and they'll track true, hopefully. Right, let's get them cracked off, see how we go. 1,000, on the back side of here, 1,714 millimeters. Let's get it off. Let's get this on the back one. 1,711 millimeters. Jesus Christ, man. It'd be so much easier if it was in inches. Nobody likes me using inches. Double check that over here. Sick. So I still need to take out 3 mil from that toe. Not too much, but let's give that a go on here now. Live and direct. We're gonna go that way. I'm trying to remember now. I've got a right hand thread on this side and a left hand thread on the other side. It's a bit difficult to keep track of sometimes. So hit some length. Right. We got 12 and a half. Ooh, if this is 12 and a half now, we might be on money. There we go, we're on. 13. Oh, I give that a half turn. I'm gonna call that good. Them best. One last measurement because I've got to check, man. I've just got to check from my own head. Let's have a look here. That is 11.5 to my eye. locked on. What the hell's that happened? Look at bloody 15 over here. How did I manage that? Nudge this way.
So we are now towing in.
So, back at half turn. I think that should do us. I don't remember what I've done at this point. Reading out wrong numbers at one point. Right, so that's 12.5. On that one. Oh, 12.5. Right, let's get it locked. Right, we're gonna do the lock nuts on here now. I'm gonna double check the torque on all of these wheel spacers as well before I put the wheels back on. And then I think that's gonna do us for today. Given how difficult it was to get these wheel nuts off, I'm just putting an extra layer of copper grease on the threads and also in the taper. It's just natural, man. Just get it done. Yeah. All right, tracking done. Use a laser, which means technically I'm a professional now, so watch out. Nah, drives really nice. It's not like pulling into the turns or nothing like it was before with it towing out. So yeah, great success on that one. But we do need to do the front right wheel bearing, so we'll be getting onto that one next. I'll keep you posted.